Hello and welcome to Almost a Podcast. I am coming to you almost live from Chicagoland, where it's currently a delightful 10 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about, I think, minus 12 Celsius, somewhere around there. I don't know. We should have switched to metric long ago. You know, when I was in junior high school, they promised we were switching to metric, so they taught us the metric system. They did not teach us the system that we have always used and continue to use. We didn't switch. You know that. So I don't know what the heck's going on. People are like, ounces, and I'm like, what's that? I suppose I've had plenty of time to learn, but I refuse to. I'm still waiting for us to switch to metric. It's a better system, just objectively speaking. And I say that as a proud American. You know, speaking of proud America, it's so cold out, the ice agents are actually ice. They are. You can just chip away at them if you want. I'm not recommending anyone do that or melt them like Frosty the Snowman. Yeah. But yeah, it's cold. It's cold. All right, enough about that. You're probably somewhere warm and cozy, and you don't want to hear about my problems. You want to hear some humorous comedy. Well, we don't have much of that, but we've got other stuff. So stick around for episode 6 of Almost a Podcast. This just into the newsroom. I previously reported that it was 10 degrees here in Chicagoland. It is now 0 degrees. So things can always get worse. Please remember that. I was recently in Sweden, and I must have gotten Stockholm Syndrome there because I didn't want to leave. Just kidding. But, you know, before I travel somewhere, I like to do a little research to get my bearings, you know, for safety purposes. And the first thing I research is the age of consent. I'm sure that's what most people research. Normal, completely normal. It tells you a lot about a culture, right? I mean, well, anyway, you want to guess the age of consent in Sweden? If you said 15, you're a dirty dog. You've been there. You've researched it. You know it. But yeah, 15. I don't know about you, but that's way too young for me. I thought two things when I read about the Swedish age of consent. First thing was, wow, that's pretty low, Sweden. You sure about this? Second thing I thought was, Jeffrey Epstein could have saved himself an awful lot of trouble if he had just moved to Sweden. They have islands there. He could have bought one. Speaking of which, do you know where Epstein Island is? It's part of the Virgin Islands. Yeah. How about that? I mean, he may have been a serial rapist, but there's no denying Epstein had a decent sense of irony. Anyway, the whole reason I went to Sweden was not because of the age of consent. It was because I was on a mission. I wanted to see for myself if the IKEA in Sweden has the product tags in English. You know how in the IKEAs here in the U.S., they're all in Swedish? I wanted to see if they were in English there. And so, for example, you know, instead of Fliegenflugen, it'll say chair. Well, I'm sorry to report they were in Swedish there too. The only difference was that there was this beautiful blonde sitting in the Fliegenflugen. Her name was Linnea, but I called her by her American name. Hey, baby. Want to get together sometime? No, just kidding. I did not sexually harass the women in Sweden, tempting though it may have been. I didn't do that. I would have been slapped. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm not judging you or me or her. I'm not judging anyone. But yeah, had a great time there. Highly recommended. Go to Sweden. That's, I guess that's the travel segment of the show today. This might become a regular segment, so let me know in the comments if you enjoyed hearing about Sweden. And now for some listener voicemails. You know, you can leave a voicemail right here on Almost a Podcast by clicking a button. You don't even need a phone. I mean, how weird is that? A phone is fine. There's nothing wrong with having a phone. I'm not saying you're bad if you have a phone. I didn't mean to imply that. I'm very sorry. Anyway, here's our listener voicemails.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
I recorded a little song for you. I hope you enjoy it.
When I got home, Mama started to shout. Her face turned red, her nostrils flared out. You're tracking mud all over the floor. Take your ratty ass right out the back door. Go out the back and take the trash with you. Go out the back and take the trash with you. Go out the back and take the trash with you. Go out the back and take the trash with you.
Wow, that was something else, wasn't it? I'm not sure what it was, but it was something else. I think we can all agree on that. Anyway, we got an amazing surprise interview with your favorite Almost Dead Ed. Hello! Hi, Ed. Now, last we heard from you, you called into our online voicemail system. You left a message. You said you were going to sue me. What's going on? Well, that was just to get your attention. Really, all I wanted was some punchlines for my new joke. That's going to be real funny. It's real good. It's really clever and funny and good. Okay, well, I actually, I didn't have a lot of time to work on that. I recall the setup was, what's the difference between Neil Armstrong and Michael Jackson? Say it right. Right, I was going to. Anyway, did you come up with anything? Well, I tried. I didn't spend a lot of time on it. You didn't do it at all, did you? No. Here's some punchlines. Let's see. Difference between Neil Armstrong and Michael Jackson. Well, the obvious one. Neil Armstrong walked on the moon, and Michael Jackson did the moonwalk. Okay, that's too obvious. That's stupid. You gotta defy expectation if you're going to do comedy. It's about surprise. Comedy's about surprise. Yeah. Okay. I've heard that before. Okay. Well, let's see. Neil Armstrong wore 2 gloves. Michael Jackson only needed 1. Not terrible, but very close to terrible. All right. Let's see. One took a giant leap forward. The other took a smooth slide backward. Yeah. Keep going. Neil Armstrong never had to go on TV to proclaim, "The kid is not my son." Yeah. They're getting worse. I'm okay. Let me just keep going. You tell me if you like one of them. Okay, so far, not really. Let's see. Neil Armstrong needed a $1 billion rocket to defy gravity. Michael Jackson just needed a pair of loafers. Yeah. Okay. So that's funny. Well, I'm just coming up with these. I mean, obviously they need some work. Oh my God. Let's see. One went up to the moon. The other one went down on underage boys. I like that one. That's a good one. Finally, there is a brain in your head. Oh, that's good. Now I don't have to sue you for $100 billion or however much it was going to be. Anyway, I'm not going to do that. I don't know I don't know how the court system works. Do you? Definitely not. Well, thank you, Almost Dead Ed, for coming on. Do you have any upcoming shows you want to promote? Yeah, I'm doing stand-up in a cemetery. You got a gig in a cemetery? Not a gig exactly. I just stand there and do it, and if people want to tip me, that's up to them. But I figure it cheers them up during a difficult time. Well, that's very nice of you or very strange, depending on how you look at it. I don't look at it. I just do it. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Well, as always, great talking to you, Almost Dead Ed. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for not suing me. And if I think of any more good punchlines to that joke, I'll let you know. And of course, our listeners are free to use our online voicemail system. You just click the link in the show description and it'll tell you exactly what to do. It's very easy. You can do it on any type of equipment, anything really that you're listening to this on. You should be able to do it on. So no worries. Okay, I'm getting tired of listening to you talk. Goodbye. See you later, Ed. This just into the newsroom. I previously reported that the temperature in the Chicagoland area was 0 degrees. It has now gone up to 5 degrees Fahrenheit, or minus 15 centigrade. We now return you to our regularly scheduled Almost a Podcast. Well, what do you know? We've run out of time. Actually, I've just run out of ideas. But anyway, we've run out of time. Let's just go with that. For this episode 6 of Almost a Podcast, thank you so much for joining me. Subscribe, like, comment, leave one of those voicemail thingies I keep mentioning. There's a link in the description. Just look at all the links in the description. There's amazing links. Such good links. You're going to love them. And I love you for joining me. Come back next time when we have more surprises, more fun, and I don't know, just more, basically. Isn't that good enough? More of more? I would think so. So come back for that. See you soon.